We're back. I'm stupid, by the way. So my rage at the end of last stream was really stupid. I figured out that I was doing it wrong. I can just launch the fucking know my ship to Jesus. To Ash Twin. I didn't think about that. But I assume my doppelganger is no longer around. So we're gonna have to fix that. But yeah, we're gonna get my doppelganger. I'm gonna send the know my ship from Ember Twin to Ash Twin. And then what was the last thing I needed to do? Oh yeah, send my Jesus, I'm sick by the way. Or I'm getting down with a sickness. So who knows? Oh. Yeah, because last time I suffocated to death. Okay, so hi, probe cannon. That was really close. I can't mark the tower. You're shitting me. Okay, let's mark Church's camp and I'll just fly over there. But yeah, there should be 2 purple lights on Ember Twin. Because one of them should be Church's ship, and then the other one should be the Know My ship. So let's just slow down. Let's figure out this part. Like, the Know My ship is indeed still here, right? No, it's not. Where is it? This is what I should do, right? Let's see. So if I come down here, where's the control panel? There it is. Which one's the activate gravity cannon? So this is the one I want to do. Call shuttle home. Okay, there we go. So the shuttle's now back. Not what I meant to do. Okay. So I want to fly out. But yeah, so that'll work. And let's see. So when does it line up? Let's actually, yeah, let's figure out when it lines up. Sounds like the sand has started moving. Hurry up on oxygen and fuel. Oh, okay. So we should be able to see when it lines up, and then we just launch the fucker. So if we tab, we should see... Oh yeah, it's about to line up right now. Send it into the sun. So if we... Okay. If we launch it... Perfect. It's now on Ash Twin. Okay. So yeah, that's how we're supposed to do that. Can I fucking leave? Okay, so now we have a ship on Ash Twin. Obviously, this is not going to last very long. You know, once we, Okay, yeah. I was worried for a second that my ship got picked up. Anyways, I just wanted to do a test right now. So yeah, that doesn't take too long. We can head back to Chert. Or head to Chert. And now we should have one ship on here and one ship on there. Let's park over here. So if we look, we should see there's a purple light going to son of a bitch. Okay, yes, there is indeed a purple light. Okay, we're good, we're good. Wait, there's also a green light. Wait a minute. Oh shit, I'm still there. In that case... back to Timberhearth. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sick. Like, legit. That just made me feel dizzy, bro. There we go. Okay. That's now good. There it is. I do believe the music has changed. So I think we did things correctly. Yeah, we're blasting past it. Okay, I parked on the wrong side of the, this thing. So we want to go over here. And we should see that everything functions. Everything should be green. Yeah, oh, lag! Okay, yeah, everything is green. Jesus fuck. Okay, let's try going to the other side now. Oh, laggy. Laggy pants, man. Well, I think it wants me to launch my scout in there, but I don't want to do that yet. What? Hmm. This is a tough one. Okay, gotcha. That could be a narcissist. Let's go with this one. Oh, I see. Okay. Huh? Okay, yeah, it's just that shit. Okay. Son of a bitch. I was trying to make sure. I don't think I'm missing anything then. So in that case, let's just go to my ship and check out the ship log real fast. Wonder, what happens if I throw my scout into this thing? Nothing. Okay. So the issue is that I still have my doppelganger there. So I think if I meditate, isn't that going to cause the whole end of the universe because I break reality or whatever? Huh. To be fair, I died already with my twin alive, so let's see what happens. Let's see if the scout stays. Because if not, then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the thingy. The I'm gonna grab my piss bottle from my mom's basement in Ash Twin. I'm just waiting for the text that says you destroyed the fabric of the universe. Okay. Does not seem to be happening. And oh yeah, I can't use my scout yet. Yeah, there's not an easier way to the vessel. Okay, let's see. Yes, my scout retained the information. Okay, so assumedly, that's what we do. We go to Church Camp, sleep, grab the warp core, go to the eye. Am I still in here? I am still down there. I assume I can't fly to the eye. I could be wrong. Hey, buddy. Slow down. Jesus fuck. What's up, dude? How you doing? God damn, it's so laggy. Quantum Moon's gone now. Yeah, I guess just sleep. Can't think of anything else to do. I usually only sleep for about 3 minutes instead of the 5 that speedrunners do, because I'm not a speedrunner. God, I have to work tonight too. Okay, this is the first time I'm gonna be able to do this, so let's do it. It'd be really funny if my ship was actually too close and it gets picked up by the fucking sand. I would be pissed. Wait, no, it's this one. No, it's this one. Right? I think it's this one. I might be stupid. I'm not stupid. For once, I don't live up to my name. Oh, that's making me sick. Alright. Yeah, there's the homie. Sup, homie. I wonder if there's any new dialogue. God, I love the dialogue. I think that was one of my favorite things that I did after beating the game was, you know, talking to myself. It's just such a cool thing. Okay, can I... Yes, activate the fucking orb, I swear to Jesus Christ. Thank you. Boop. And we are out. That's new music. So I think I'm doing the right thing. Hi, Ember Twin. There is the very real possibility of me crashing right there. Alright. Went to grab myself a drink. Ow! Whoopsies. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. Hey, fuckers. One thing I've thought of is, like, do I go fast enough where I can just blast past all these bitches? That would be funny to just do that. Yeah, I usually wait until the fog pretty much swallows all of them before I start moving. Okay. So, like, right around when you get to the eggs, where you're about to touch them, that's usually safe. You're not gonna stop me. Fuck, he might stop me. He stopped me. No, he didn't. I am still alive, motherfucker. Okay, maybe not for much longer. Never mind, he's stuck, he's stuck. I'm good, I'm safe. I'm not safe! I am not safe! Come on. Jesus! How the fuck did that happen? How did that work? Okay, I have like no controls right now. This is so fucked. Okay, we're gonna have to hop out. This is so fucking scuffed. Okay. Oh my god, that was a whole ass heart attack, dude. Warp time, bitches. Oh. What? Okay, there we go. What the fuck are you? Should I launch my scout into that? Or should I launch my scout into the vortex, you know? Like, if I launch the scout into the vortex, it ends up in the new universe. So I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I think the canon ending is launching the scout into the vortex for the new aliens to find. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be annoyed. But we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. There it goes. Yeah, yeet. Okay, yeah, so I was correct. I was correct in yeeting the scout into the vortex. Alright, observe floating specks of dust. And now we just take a walk through. Where's my flashlight? Oh, there we go. You know it's gonna suck? Getting everybody. Since this is my 100% playthrough, I'm actually gonna have to do all the jump scares. I'm not looking forward to that. Hi, Tree. Oh, huh. Hi. I missed myself. It's my face. Oh, there's a lot of text. Oh, brother. Oh, there it is. God, I hate this. I hate this part. All right. Fucking angler fish. Sup, you bastard. Fucking hate you. There you go, that should be everybody. God, I love this fucking game. There's my drink. 1 second, I gotta go blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. God, I hope my dad comes home with Mucinex soon. I heard my dog barking downstairs, so he might already be home. So, once this is done, I'm going downstairs and I'm grabbing that Mucinex, chugging the bottle. Son of a bitch. I thought this said not thanks, not nat thanks. That would have been funny. Not thanks to my dad, my mom, my sister. Okay, yeah. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that's the only change. I was wondering if there's going to be more. Like researchers gathering around to look at the Astral Codec or something. Alright, that was Astral Codec. So, now is the next part, which is ranking. So, I've recently changed my rankings. I actually now have the Outsiders in B tier. It's funny, it went from A to S to B. Astral Codec. This is going to be a difficult one. So, this is my thing. A lot of stuff with the Astral Codec is something where it's like, you couldn't have missed it. So the one thing that made the DLC, The Strangers, or Echoes of the Eye, what made that DLC so good was the fact that it is something that was easily missed. The only thing that they really changed was having the radio tower actually be open. And so, like, that being the only change makes it so that it's like understandable, you know? It's like, oh yeah, this was always here. I just so happened to miss it, sort of thing. Like it's easily understandable how somebody could miss it even if it was there the entire time. Astral Codec and similarly the Outsiders both have the issue of there's no way anybody could have possibly missed these things, you know? But I think I'll give it A tier. I think it's a great addition. It doesn't really feel like fanfic writing and whatnot. I think what works best is when they don't include characters that were already in the base or DLC. If the characters are like kind of separate, like they could be part of the same species, but they were just like minor uh like they didn't have um a big part in that species. You know, they weren't like a head researcher or a leader of a church or something, you know? They were just kind of a dude that like maybe split off on their own. And the Outsiders for the most part does that, but then it also does have the whole connection to Solanum. And at that point it kind of gets into fanfic-ish writing and it just feels a little off, which is why I've moved it down to B tier at this point. I still think the story is written pretty good. I think so. I've seen people say that their issue is the how the Nomai don't act like how Nomai should, and I don't see that as an issue because like not everybody that is a part of a species is going to act the exact same. I think it's more understandable if there is at least one Nomai that's like, hey guys, I don't think we should be doing this, you know? And there, in the base game, there were Nomai that were like, hey, blowing up the sun sounds like a bad idea. So it's like totally understandable that there could be a Nomai who's like completely against the idea and is just like, you know what? I have a life here now. I have family. I kind of just want to chillax. I'm not that big into this research stuff, you know? Like, sure, you guys can do what you want to do, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of cool chilling. Especially since they, the Nomai, I forgot their name, but the Nomai in The Outsider, the dad of Solanum, it makes sense for him to not be too big into research because he also um met up with the strangers. So he ends up learning about the reality of the eye. None of the Nomai, you know, in the base game ever knew about the strangers. So would the Nomai actually feel a little bit different about the Eye of the Universe if they knew what it was truly about? Who knows? So I honestly don't think that that is really necessarily a big like negative for the Outsiders when it comes to the story. But my big negative is that the writing does sometimes come off as fanficky. Um, but for the most part, I still think the Outsiders has really great writing. But the incorporation in the game is the worst. It's the one that's the most like there's 0% chance anybody would have ever missed this. Astral Codec has a little bit of that, but its incorporation into the story and justifying the whole Dark Bramble being under the sun is really cool because it works within the game's lore and it just incorporates itself so well into Outer Wilds that I have to give it credit, but it still has the issue of there's no way anybody would have missed this. And so I give leeway, however, to mods like the Cosmic Curators because they were made for the Outer Wilds mod jams. And one big thing about those mod jams is they all take place in the same level area. So there's always a hub that you start off in, and all of the mods have to be connected to that hub. So the Cosmic Curators can't incorporate itself neatly into the original universe because it was made for a mod jam. So because of that, once again, I can give the Cosmic Curators leeway in that aspect, and I think the story of the Cosmic Curators is pretty solid. There's some really funny bits, like when they're trying to guess what the different things that all of the species created, you know? Like, that shit's dope. I thought that was really funny. It never came off as fanficky. You know, there was never like, oh, this dude actually talked to Solanum. You know, there's nothing like that. It was just like, yeah, these guys existed, sort of like the strangers, but they existed far longer than the strangers, or far before the strangers, and they've just been watching, not doing anything. They just watch and study. And so, like, the incorporation of the new species in the Cosmic Curators works really well. So that's why it's A. Uh, if they ever wanted to remake the Cosmic Curators to include it into the solar system in a really neat way, where it's just like, oh, they have some sort of cloaking mechanism, although I think the cloaking mechanism stuff is a bit much. Like, it would feel repetitive because it's a new species. They should have something else. Like, maybe sort of like with Astral Codec, it could be just a whole thing of like, maybe it's just really far away. It's just really far away out of the system, so it's something that, yeah, that's easily missed. Or it could be like, maybe they used a dark bramble seed, you know? So, like, one way that could work would be. Hmm. Well, they would have to have found the stranger's ship at some point. So you could maybe theoretically add a cloaked entrance that they created or something, or maybe it could be just like an invisible teleportation thing, you know, like that could work. There's ways that you can go about incorporating the Cosmic Curators in a way that feels unique and something that's like, oh yeah, I get how somebody could have missed that. It's entirely possible that this was in the solar system from the very beginning. So, yeah, you could do stuff like that. And so the only reason the stranger they are is S tier is because the incorporation is perfect. Having there be a cloaked moon that is orbiting around the dark bramble, and that is how the strangers got their cloaking mechanism. Now, I will say, I'm 99% sure the DLC explains the cloaking mechanism, and therefore the explanation of the Dark Bramble Moon doesn't actually work. But ignoring that, the incorporation is really good. You know, they made a really good attempt. I'm not an expert on the Outer Wilds lore, so I might be wrong on that. Maybe it's never explained, but I'm pretty sure it's shown that they had the cloaking mechanism before getting to the solar system. But once again, I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong about that, and it could be that the Stranger They Are really does a fantastic job of explaining some things, like the cloaking mechanism. Oh yeah, they actually mined this moon, which has a cloaking mechanism, to create their own cloaking mechanism, which is really dope. And then it's like, okay, well, I get why somebody would have never found Dark Bramble's moon. I do want to move it down to A, except for the fact that I don't have anything else in S, and I don't think I. Once again, I have a lot of mods to go through, but I'm very doubtful. I think the only one that might have a chance is Forgotten Castaways, of being S tier, of being better than the Stranger They Are. If I find a mod that's better than the Stranger They Are, I will move Stranger They Are down to A. But like, the story is pretty solid. Um I will say, once you get to the stranger's home planet, it definitely starts to fall off a little bit, where it's just like, okay, what am I doing here now? Like, there's not much else to do. So that's my only issue with the Stranger They Are, and that's why I would move it down to A, is because the story is not as perfect as the actual Outer Wilds story. both base and DLC. Like, both of those stories are immaculate. I think The Outsider and now Astral Codec are the two that come the closest to really feeling like, story-wise at least, having the same impact as the original base and DLC story. And I have a feeling, from what I've played so far of Forgotten Castaways, I'm pretty much right at the end, I think. So that's one that I could actually, like, finish real soon. So I might do that. I might just finish it. But, yeah, from what I've played so far, Forgotten Castaways is definitely one that I'm like, this could totally be S tier. I kind of forgot how it incorporated itself, so I have to go back through my footage and rewatch it to remember the lore of how it incorporates itself, but I think it incorporates itself in a pretty good way. Obviously, the only issue is the fact that, and to be fair, this is only an issue when you load back into the game. When you close out of Outer Wilds and load back in, you have to either repeat the process of getting to the secret Dark Bramble location, or you have to warp core. Your ship for some reason is now capable of warping to locations, and so that would be the only technical issue. But like, once again, it's only an issue after loading back in to the Outer Wilds game. So they actually have it where you die at the end of the loop, you actually respawn back in. And so that is also technically another issue, to be fair. That should not happen. You should go all the way back to the original solar system. So, I don't know, though. The story is really good and the incorporation is really good. The only reason it's like that is because of technical limitations. So it's like, I think I can give it the leeway of being S tier. The other one that I'm actually looking forward to as one that I think could be, like, really good is Origins. And then I think, I don't remember what Dreambound is, but the logo looks really good, so that one might also be, like, top tier. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming this weekend, like, for the next couple of days. It depends on how I'm feeling. But with how I'm feeling right now, and the fact that I'm almost most certainly going to feel worse tomorrow, I am doubtful of being able to stream anytime soon. So, yeah. Anyways,